Hello, and thank you for joining me today on Slow Motion Reactions. I am Lou, and Slow Motion Spotted about Lucy Thomas. It's a Lucy Thomas show. Yay! No, I'm kidding. But I Dreamed a Dream. I actually love this song. When I heard Anne Hathaway sing this one, I was just blown away by her by the job that she did right there in that movie. And I know this is a play, and I'm never actually going to go see the play. I would love to actually. It would be pretty interesting. But really good movie. But I can't wait to hear this one because I did ask that question yesterday. This is something I'm actually really excited about. I mentioned that I want to hear her lows, like a song with her lows and a song with her highs. So it gave me a bunch of different suggestions, but the one that kept on coming up was this one, I Dreamed a Dream, for her lows. And then for her highs was All By Myself. So I'm actually going to do both of those today because I want to hear both. I want to hear the lows and the highs. And something else too, you'll notice if you go back on the history of the music that I've reacted to, whenever I come across an artist that just blows me away, that I'm starting to really enjoy listening to, I tend to go all out and I start listening to a bunch of their music like nonstop, like every single day almost. And usually it's because of the fact that the artist has done something that made me want to listen to them more. Either that, or sometimes it's because it's a combination of what they're doing, what the artist's doing, but also what the comments are saying about the artist. And I think that's what was doing this one right here, is that not only am I getting some really good vocals from Lucy Thomas, but you guys are like really big fans. You guys are really big fans, and there has to be a reason for that, right? So it makes me intrigued. I'm completely intrigued. And you know what else is actually very intriguing is that I did this entire week was supposed to be nothing but UK people from the UK, and she's from England, from Wigan, I think it's Wigan, England, I think is where she's from. She's got a younger sister, her mother Louise. I don't know her father's name, but she was born on the 21st of February. I did some research because now I'm curious about her. I'm curious, and she's from I think it's Wigan. I think it's Wigan, but it's just that I did the UK, and that's where I finally actually listened to her music, and I was, wow, she's pretty good. But then I looked at the views where they're coming from, and they're coming from the US. I find that thoroughly funny, but at the same time very, very cool. It's very, very cool actually. So I'm very excited about that. But before we get started on this one, if you do me a favor, hit that subscribe button along with the post notification bell so that way you never miss a reaction. Also, don't forget to like, to comment down below anything that you might want me to listen to, and to share. I do have a little bit of a small list of her music that I'm going to listen to. Plus, I do have some Christmas music that I'm going to listen to, which I'm going to be planning for next week. But also, there's going to be some links that I want you to check out. The first one's going to be up here at the top. It's going to be a link of one of her older, one of the videos that I've done already. And then down below, there's going to be 3 more links. One's going to be a link to this video, so that we can go ahead and give it a like for her. And then on top of that, the next one's going to be a link for Facebook, and the last one's going to be a link for the Patreon page. If you can check those out, that'd be great. It would help me out a whole lot. So Lucy Thomas is really starting to get a hold of my curiosity. She's really latching onto it, and I'm very, very curious as far as, especially with this. This is going to answer those questions, like I said. This is going to answer those questions that I was really curious about yesterday, and I can't wait to find out. So I'm going to listen to both songs today, so stay tuned. All right, so let's go ahead and listen to this one right here.
I dreamed a dream in time gone by, when hope was high and life worth living. I dreamed that love turn your dreams to shame.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of have to open up that throat, and you kind of have to like really open up your lungs to be able to get that low note. There's a singer for an a cappella group called Home Free. I can't remember his name. His name escapes me all of a sudden. I always forget his name, but he's the bass singer. He has some of the deepest bass notes, but you know that he has to open up his lungs. He has to open up that throat just to be able to get that low note. I tend to sometimes sing bass as well, but I'm not as good as he is. Nowhere near as good as he is. But she definitely has some good lows. And on top of that, the clarity that she has whenever she sings those is very prominent. It's very good control, great tone. She's just she's very solid with those. So now that I've heard that, she's more complete now. And also too, I want to address something. Somebody had mentioned that she has pitch control. Auto tune basically is what that is. Auto tune. So that they do pitch correction in her videos, and that's fine. That's what there's many. I know somebody else has said it's an industry standard. Yeah, it is kind of an industry standard. As long as they're doing it to make it pleasing to the sound, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. And she sounds pleasing. She sounds very pleasing. She has that kind of voice that can lull you to sleep, and then just make you completely relaxed. But at the same token, whenever she gets going, I've noticed so far that she can liven you up. And yes, another person even mentioned that whenever you listen to her sing, never close your eyes, because her eyes are like the windows to her soul that she portrays whenever she's singing. And I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. And this right here, I noticed her whenever she was talking about a very sad part of the song, that her eyes suddenly lowered, and she was just portraying the mood with her eyes, and she's really good at that. I like that a lot. I think that says a lot about an artist. Whenever they can just add a little bit more to it, just by simple gestures or by facial expressions or with their eyes, for example. Yeah, as far as auto tune goes, that's fine. That was actually part of the reason why I stopped listening to music, because as I was listening to rap from the year 2000 on up, I noticed that there were quite a few artists that were using auto tune for the entire song just to be able to sound a certain way, and I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I thought it was trash. I thought it was the worst thing that they could have ever done to the music industry, and I stopped listening to music. And so I just didn't really care to find out what was out there, what was fresh. I didn't know about I didn't know her music, Taylor Swift music, maybe like a couple songs. I didn't know about, there was a lot of artists I didn't know about. Like, for example, Lucy Thomas. I didn't know about her either. And it was only because of the fact that I just didn't want to. I didn't want to be disappointed by the music industry letting me down with something that was not necessary. And in her case, it's not necessary. But for the videos, just to make them a little bit more pleasing, they do it. And I get that. Because look at Disturbed. I don't know if you know Disturbed or not, but Disturbed, they do a lot of auto-tune. Who else? There's quite a few bands out there that do that nowadays. And they're not doing it to make it sound like a robot or something like that. They do it just to have a little bit of voice correction and a little bit of correction inside the voice, just to make it more on point and for it to sound good. Now, is that cheating? Maybe a little bit, but who cares? Sounds good. Sounds great. I love it. I think it's great. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and sing a song and do voice correction all over the place. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna know you guys. But this sounds amazing. She sounds absolutely amazing, and like I said, her eyes are really telling the story. So I'm really enjoying this, and her lows are definitely really good, really solid. All right, let's finish this up.
And still I dream he'll come to me, that we will live the years together. But there are dreams that cannot be, and there are storms we cannot weather. I had a dream has killed the dream I dream.
Wow. Yeah, that was definitely solid. Especially with her holding that note right there at the very end. That was a long note. Um, and I admit too, whenever I first saw this movie and I saw heard Anne Hathaway sing this part, and singing as how she got to that point in the movie, it made me think to myself, "Oh look, there goes me. Um, I'll hide that there. Now we ain't gonna look at me twice." So it was a very very emotional scene, a very very emotional song because of it, and I admit it made me cry. And thinking about that too, her singing this because of the fact that she's really good at showing her emotions and her facial expressions, it kind of elicits those feelings that kind of bubble up again, you know. And so I really really do, and I really do enjoy the fact that she's good at portraying what she feels. She wears her heart on the sleeve. That's that old saying, right? She does a great job at that. Yeah, great suggestion as far as showing the lows. She's really good at that. And next up is going to be All by Myself that I'm going to be listening to. So stay tuned for that. But if you guys enjoyed this, please go and smash that like button. And don't forget to share the music. Share the music of the artist and sharing the low of the artist. But guys, thank you so much for joining me on this reaction journey. I really do appreciate it. Hope you all have a wonderful evening. You guys take care. Peace.